Hey, welcome once again to Style by Mike Fashion YouTube page. Yet again, I have another video for you for getting. Aha! So today, I'm going to teach you guys how to make this trending sleeve design. The sleeve design that is seen here is what I'm going to teach you guys how to make. So without much ado, let's get straight into it. But first, we're going to take a stroll through the metaverse and then we'll arrive at where we're going. Don't mind me. Alright, so here it is. Now you can see that the fabric itself is black, and what I'm going to use to make the design is a red fabric. So you just grab that red fabric, you can cut it maybe 2 inches, and then you fold one side of it at half an inch. I hope you can see how I folded it. Fold it at half an inch, and then you're going to apply hemming gum inside that folded place and iron it as seen in the video. Iron it, make sure the hemming gum is firm, because that's what's going to make your job to come out clean. And make sure your edges are straight. Make everything sleek and nice. Do not be in a hurry to do this. So make sure the hemming gum holds that part of that fabric down firmly. Iron with a steam iron. So after ironing that, I'm going to turn the fabric like so. I hope you can see that. Turn it like that and then iron it again. Turn it like that and iron it again. Make sure it lies down. Apply your steam and make sure that fabric lies down very well. So you iron that as seen. Iron that as seen. You can see this is what you're going to have after ironing that. You see this? Now I'm going to pick up my scissors and I'll trim out the excess part. Don't trim it right at the place that you folded. Don't trim it right at the place that you folded, because we're going to trim it and leave at least a little bit of fabric so that we can fold it in. So that when we're stitching it, it will be folded underneath our stitch. So look at this, is what I'm trying to tell you. You can see that that part has just a little bit of fabric that is folded, such that when you stitch it down, you're not going to see any edges anywhere. You can actually even cut it at the center of the excess fabric. So now this is that part of the sleeve that is going to carry that red design. This is that part of the sleeve that is going to carry that red design. This is another way of doing it. The first way of doing it is to do it in a turn-up way. But this one, I'm not going to do it in a turn-up way. I'm going to do this separately. So you can see the width of that fabric is 5 inches. Now, if you fold that 5 inches into 2, you're going to have 2.5 inches. Now, this is your red fabric that you're using for the design. First off, you're going to check if this thing is going to be enough for your round sleeve, and this one is going to be enough for the round sleeve. Now you will locate the middle of this fabric. You can use your iron to iron that out, or you can notch it. For me, I notched mine. Notch that place and notch the other side. Or you can use your iron to iron it down and get a straight line at that place. Do the same for the second one. Get the center of that fabric, that piece of fabric. Notch it up and down. Notch it up and down. Yeah, so after doing this now, we're going to take it one at a time. So you're going to pick up your red fabric for the design, and then you're going to place it as seen. If you think it might give you issues, you can use the hemming gum to just hold it down before you take it to the machine to stitch it. But if you know you're an expert, you won't need to make use of the hemming gum. So now this is the center part. I'm going to measure half an inch from the center part on either sides. Half an inch. Mark there from the center, half an inch, and mark half an inch on the other side too. You can see that. I hope you can see that. From the center part, mark half an inch there and half an inch on the other side. I hope you can see that. That's from the center of it. So at that place I marked my chalk. That is where I'm going to place the red fabric for the design, because this thing has to be accurate. That is what brings out the beauty of your job. You cannot just make a haphazard job that has inaccurate measurements that are not equal. People are going to look at it and nobody will even appreciate your job, because they're going to be seeing only the errors. So you're going to take your time and make sure everything falls where it is supposed to fall. So you can see that the distance between the two red fabrics will be about 1 inch, because half on this side, half on that side is 1 inch. So now, after doing that, I told you earlier that if you can use the hemming gum to hold it down, no problem. But if you know you're an expert, there's no need to use the hemming gum. You can just take it to the machine straight and you stitch it down. So now this is the machine. I didn't use the hemming gum to hold it down. So now we're going to stitch this. We're going to stitch this down on the fabric. Now you're going to take close attention, pay close attention to this. Make sure your stitches are right on the edge of that red fabric. Make sure your stitches are right on the edge of that red fabric. That is what will make it too good. Oh my Jesus, when you're done doing this and when you look at it, it's going to be too fine for you. So just place it right at the edge. Right at the edge. Let your stitch fall right at the edge of the red fabric. So just stitch it all the way to the other side. So this is the point where you hit on the subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel right now. Like this video right now. Share this video right now. Please subscribe, like, share. Please do it now. Do it now before we go with the video. Please do it right now. Subscribe, like, share. Okay, thank you. So this is after I've stitched the red fabric on both sides. You're going to take it to your machine and to your table, and you give it a very good iron and use your steam iron that very well. I hope you can see that it looks really sharp and clean. So you give it a good ironing. Give it a very good ironing to straighten out all the edges, all the threads and all of that. So you're going to fold it as seen, and then you iron it again. You iron it again. After ironing that, you will now apply your hemming gum inside. You will now apply your hemming gum inside. Apply your hemming gum inside to hold it down and to make it firm. So after ironing that with the hemming gun, you can see that it has been held together. It's held together and it's now a little bit more firm. Now we're going to go to the next step. I would want for the size of this to be at 1.5. So I'm going to mark 1.5 inches there and also mark it on the other side. This is 1.5 inches, 1.5. I would want the size of that design to be just 1.5 inches. So I'm going to mark it there so that I'll know where to place the sleeve. Now this is the sleeve that has already been cut out. You're going to measure the sleeve according to the length of what you want to make, and then you apply it on top of the design, and then later you can trim out any excess parts if the length is too much. So now this is the sleeve. We're going to fold that place at 1/2 inch, fold the edge of the sleeve at 1/2 inch, iron it down so that you can use that place to apply onto the design. This line will help you to be able to stitch that onto the design. So now this is it. You fold your sleeve into two, notch the middle parts, do the same on the design, notch the middle parts and place them upon each other as seen here. Place them upon each other as seen here, and then you stitch all the way. Stitch all the way. You can see that from here I had already stitched everything. My apologies, my camera was giving me issues. So you can just turn this up and then you can see how sleek and nice this looks. See how clean this looks. Now this is your sleeve design. What is left now is for you to apply this onto the bodies of your dress, and here would be your results. You can see how sleek and nice it looks. So after doing that, you're done with the job. Note, this design can be applied to different areas of the dress. For instance, at the hem of your top, you can apply that at the hem of your top, or however you get inspired to do it. You know, we're always creative in our job. Do it however you please. So that is just that. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like and share. Subscribe, like and share before you're leaving. Thank you so much for watching, and catch you in the next video.